Guest of the function, Honorable Ashok Raj Chavanji, Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Mr. H.N. Dastoor, Executive Secretary of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, Dr. Rajendra Singh Ji, Principal H.D. Chittre, Director of all the colleges, in charge Principal Srimati Megha Gupte, Dr. Utpala Modi, all the dignitaries on the dais, and ladies and gentlemen. I must mention here that your Principal Megha Gupte and Dr. Utpala Modi have been trying to bring everybody together since last 6 months, and it is because of their efforts that Honorable Chief Minister has come today here, and this seminar is beginning. So all credit of arrangement and managing this seminar goes to Megha Gupte. Going to Mantralaya and even taking appointments is so difficult. That's what she has experienced in last few months. Economics of higher education in the changing role in the new global order is the subject, and I must congratulate the organizers for inviting many eminent personalities to speak before you. I don't think I should take much of your time when Honorable Chief Minister is here. But knowledge is the driving force in the rapidly changing global economy and society. And it is very important how a nation treats this knowledge, how it uses this knowledge as a tool for development. Any nation around the globe, if it has really used this knowledge as an effective tool, has definitely progressed. There are economies where people are more dependent on agriculture, mainly in African area, African subcontinent, continent, and Indian subcontinent. But there are economies which have diverted themselves from agrarian economy to an economy which is knowledge-based. And wherever they have done so, they have seen fast growth in their economy also. In India, because of the IT revolution in last 2 decades, we have seen this change. The change which India never dreamt about has come in last 2 decades. I am sure Indian politicians will accelerate the growth of this change to a better direction, and the new generation in India will see more prosperity in this country. But basically, knowledge is something which is most important, and higher education system is something which has everything to do with this knowledge. We have come from a concept of illiterate poor to a moderately literate middle class society, from which very few are reaching to a higher education level. The number has to grow. If number grows, the quality suffers, and if quality suffers, the nation suffers. So we don't want to go into that cycle. Today we are talking about foreign universities coming in this country. There is some sort of resistance for they coming here. There is ideology which speaks about why should they extract the way they did before independence by coming here and taking away entire money. So people sitting in Delhi have come out with a bill, act, which says that they cannot take back the money which they will generate from this system. But forget about what comes and what goes. But the main question is, does Indian education system requires a change? Does higher education requires a competition environment, competitive environment? How long we are going to continue with a protective environment? These are the questions I think Indian educationists should address too. And I am sure if we allow competition to pour in, the quality will definitely improve. That's what has happened in the sector of engineering and medical colleges. But we Indians are not so good in keeping quality. So there are two sides. If you go to engineering college which is privately run, you will find excellent engineering colleges, but which are about 10 to 15%. But there are engineering colleges which are run in private field, privately owned or privately run, where education quality and infrastructure is very poor. So the system which looks into the quality of education and the infrastructure needs to be more transparent, and we need to see that this higher education quality is throughout maintained. Coming back to the universities which want to come in this country, it is a fact you will have somebody from Denver, Dr. Kulkarni, speaking before you tomorrow in the morning about his experience of quality of education in the United States. In last summer, I had an opportunity to be in USA, and I made it a point to see few universities and their working style. There are different bases they work on, that's what I felt. They are based on allowing child to think on his own. If child thinks on its own, I think the child becomes more innovative. This is the theme, this is the theory which they look into. But again, all these universities in United States or in UK, which English-speaking countries, have the universities where they are self-funded, self-financed. There are some universities funded by federal government, but there are these privately run universities also. My point here is, do we not have reached to a level where we should also go in for the model which they have experienced in last 2 or 3 decades? Keeping again our Indian origin, Indian culture intact. And I think time has come where if Indian economy has to compete for next 2 or 3 decades with any other economy around the globe, like China and other economies, we need more educated new generation. If we can achieve that, I am sure India need not worry about its competition with any other global economy. The basis is knowledge-based society, and to create knowledge-based society, Indian politicians need to be more innovative, need to come out of their protected environment, need to think aloud, come out with new options, make it more free-flowing system. If we can do that, I think the new generation of the modern age will pick up and be globally competitive with any other children, any other student. I did not take much of your time, neither I am an educationist, so I should not speak more about it, but Honorable Chief Minister will throw more light on all these aspects, and since he has the next appointment by 11:50, 11:45, I did not take much of your time. I must thank Dr. Gupte for inviting me, giving me this opportunity to be here, and to be here in an institute which is worldly renowned, and it is Bill Gates Foundation also has helped the Gandhi Computer Center of this institute. So, Honorable Chief Minister, I used to take pride that I am a student of Victoria Jubilee Institute of Technology. Though the name has changed, I keep on telling VJTI. Now I have seen a student coming from the system which has more spread in this country, and not only in this country, all over the world, and maintaining the Indian culture all over the world, wherever Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan goes. Thank you very much for allowing me to be here.
Thank you, sir. May I now request our Honorable Chief Minister to address the gathering.